Grace, you won't believe the news. Kyle is going to get married soon. This is so wonderful, isn't it? I can hardly believe it. It's finally going to be his big day. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event that deserves all the attention. I know I'm going to make this wedding the biggest ceremony I can.
Huh? Kyle's getting married? I'm shocked. Are you serious, Mom? This is for real because I never thought this day would come.
What? Are you calling your mother a liar? Do you not trust me?
That's not what I'm saying. I just wanted to make sure this is really happening, that's all. I was just curious about where they met and how this whole relationship started between them.
Oh, well, I chose a refined girl who suits Kyle perfectly, obviously. She's exactly what our family needs. Unlike you, she's truly charming and sweet. She has all the qualities of a perfect bride. She'll be a great wife to support Kyle in every way.
I think marriage is a happy occasion, but I have some concerns about whether this one is right. Does the bride and her family really agree with this marriage? Are they not reconsidering it or hesitant about anything?
What are you trying to say? Are you implying that Kyle isn't a good man?
I mean, Kyle is addicted to gambling and has debts that might affect their future together. You know that. So does the other side know about that, or are they unaware about this situation?
I haven't told them yet. I don't think it's that big of a deal, Grace. A person's charm isn't just about money. There are important qualities to consider in a partner. On the contrary, the family should support him more than ever, including you. I mean, he's unemployed. He's very lucky to be getting married. Speaking of which, he has a $60,000 debt, so you should cover all the wedding costs to help him out. Got it?
What? Are you serious about asking me to cover that? How is his wedding my problem?
Of course I'm serious. Why would I joke about this? Gosh, Grace, you've always been so clueless. It's frustrating that you can't understand what needs to be done. I wish I could bottle up Kyle's goodness and make you drink it. I guarantee it would prove you so much. Don't you want to do the right thing for your family? We've always done so much for you, and you're not even going to give it back to us? Plus, we're letting you live at home, and yet you're so ungrateful. If this is how it's going to be, maybe Kyle should have been my only child. I never should have given birth to you. Gosh, what a waste. After all, we don't need someone who can't even help our family in times of need.
Why would you say something so cruel? It hurts to hear such harsh words from my own mother.
I'm just stating the facts. They can be difficult to hear, but they're necessary. If you understand, make sure you have the money ready. There's no other way to resolve this issue. Did you get it? Don't make me repeat myself. This is important, and I expect you to take it seriously.
Dad, I just heard from Mom about something really surprising. I'm not sure how to react to this. Is it really true that my brother is getting married? I can hardly believe it.
Ah, so you heard the news too. It's been quite the shock for me as well. I also thought that there was no way that could be true at first. It's hard to imagine finding someone who's actually willing to marry him. I only found out not long ago myself, and it's still sinking in for me.
So, even you didn't know until recently? That's surprising. I thought you would have been informed earlier.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, Grace. Mom has always hated it when I interfered with Kyle, so she kept this from me intentionally, I guess. So I've been watching from the sidelines lately, trying not to get too involved in their matters. It seems the discussion about his marriage progressed without me knowing, and now everything is moving forward so quickly.
When I asked, it seemed the fiancé doesn't know what kind of person my brother is deep down. I can't honestly be happy about the situation, knowing that Kyle's true self is being hidden away from her. She doesn't know what she's getting into. I don't know how he managed to get to the point of an engagement considering all his past issues and behavior. But honestly, I'm only filled with anxiety about this marriage. The bride is being deceived. Plus, now Mom's telling me to cover the entire $50,000 wedding cost, which is completely unreasonable.
They expect you to bear that huge amount of money for the wedding? That's insane! I can't believe they would have the nerve to force you to pay that!
I knew Mom has always favored Kyle, but this level of favoritism is so extreme. Saying that I'm worthless if I don't pay, that I shouldn't have been born at all, that's a terrible thing for a mother to say to her child. I never thought she hated me that much. I'm honestly heartbroken.
Grace, don't worry about what Mom says. Her words are harsh, but they don't define your worth.
But I'm not sure what to do.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. You shouldn't have to deal with this kind of stress alone. I'll go and convince your mother now. It's time someone stood up to her. I've had my thoughts about her for a long time as well, about how she treats you differently. Now I'm ready to finally speak my mind. Kyle's marriage gives us a reason to talk things out at last.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate your support more than you know.
You don't need to stress about this at all, Grace. Leave all of it to me so you can focus on taking care of yourself. You can ignore the wedding costs too. Don't let them pressure you into paying something you shouldn't have to.
Got it. I'll try not to be overwhelmed by this.
You told him, didn't you? I knew you'd do this. You've always been like this, Grace. Whenever anything bothers you, you immediately run to your father. It's so frustrating. Then I'm the one who has to get scolded. You're such a brat. At this rate, you'll stay single forever. No man will want to marry a girl who behaves like this. If you want to find a good man like your brother, you need to change your attitude completely. That means you need to respect your parents and listen to what they say. Got it?
Do you genuinely think Kyle respects you and Dad? How can you say that when he doesn't even fulfill his basic responsibilities? Even though he graduated from university, he hasn't found a job yet. Worst of all, he's been increasing his already enormous debts by gambling all the time. How can that be considered respectful behavior? You let him get away with everything.
You don't understand. Kyle is such a blessing to us just by existing. Regardless of what he does, he means so much to this family. But you're hopeless. You need to do way more than Kyle to be able to please me. Paying for this wedding is your perfect chance to repay your family. That's why you shouldn't miss this opportunity. Don't you get it? This is your duty as a daughter, and you should take it seriously without questioning it. Children are supposed to obey their parents, so stop arguing. Just do what you're told and everything will be fine.
Mom, you're asking for $50,000. That's not an amount I can just hand over because you tell me to. It's outrageous.
What are you yapping about? Quit talking back to me and do as you're told. You can't be a failure for the rest of your life, you know. Besides, I know you have the money. You started investing in whatnot when you were in university, didn't you? Grace, you said you had about $100,000. So why are you hesitating to help your brother with his wedding?
I never told you that, Mom. How in the world do you know that?
I eavesdropped when you were talking to your dad. Duh. How else do you think I found out about it? $50,000 is just pocket change to you. Besides, it's nothing compared to the happiness your brother deserves on his wedding day. If you care about your brother's happiness, just hand it over. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be. I'm planning a gorgeous wedding that's perfect for Kyle, so just wait.
There's no way I can do that. You're asking for a significant amount of money for something so unreasonable.
Don't you know? Everything that a child owns belongs to their parents, so it's only right. You should be grateful that I'm even asking you nicely. Make sure you get the $50,000 ready no matter what. Don't make excuses or try to back out. Got it? Have it ready by tomorrow. There's no time to waste, and we need to move forward with plans.
I understand your intentions now, Mom. You're determined to make this wedding happen no matter what, even if it means taking your daughter's money. If you're saying that much, I'll prepare for tomorrow. I'll make sure of it.
Oh, great. You should have said that from the beginning. It would have saved us all this back and forth.
But Mom, don't bother apologizing after tomorrow, okay? It's not going to mean anything to me.
Apologize? Why would I do that? You're out of your mind. I'm your mother. I don't have to apologize to you. Where did you go? I've been looking for you everywhere, and you just disappeared without telling me anything. You weren't at home when I woke up. I thought you went to withdraw money, so I left it alone, but now I'm starting to get really concerned. What's taking you so long? You need to hurry up and return home. Don't you remember? We arranged for you to bring $50,000 back to me. We don't have time to waste. This is really urgent, Grace.
Sorry, but I don't plan on giving you any money, Mom. It's not something I'm willing to do.
Huh? What are you saying now? There's no time to be playing around. Today is a deadline to pay for the wedding cost. If we don't pay now, the entire wedding will be canceled, and all of my hard work will go down the drain. I've already told the coordinator that we're able to cover all the cost. That means we can't get financial help. It's too late to apply for a loan. Hurry up and prepare the money. There's no more time for arguing. Just get it ready now.
I've been saying all along that I won't pay, haven't I? You just didn't want to listen to me before.
Huh? But you said you'd prepare yesterday. Don't try to back out of what you promised to do.
Oh, when I said I'd prepare for today, I meant getting ready to leave the house. I never said I'd prepare you the money. You misunderstood me, or maybe you just didn't care to listen.
You really had the nerve to trick me? This isn't fair. You can't do this to your own mother.
You know, you're misunderstanding something else. You thought I have enough money to pay for this wedding, but I don't. My savings don't even amount to $10,000 right now. Thinking I could give you $50,000 is absurd.
What? How can that be? No way. You said you earned $100,000. How could you have lost that much money so quickly? Don't tell me you blew it all in gambling too. Are you just like your brother, wasting everything you've earned?
Don't be ridiculous. I've been much more responsible with my money than he ever was. I just invested my money instead of keeping it as cash. It's tied up in assets that I can't easily liquefy.
What does this mean? I don't understand why you just can't get the money out when we need it. Stop using fancy terms and just tell me what's going on.
Currently, my assets are tied up in stocks and mutual funds. They're not liquid, so I can't use them. By liquid, I mean that I don't have that money in cash. It's not something I can access right away. Simply put, there's no way I can suddenly prepare $50,000. It's impossible under these circumstances, Mom.
You never told me that. How was I supposed to know you couldn't access your money when we needed it? Plus, what was all that talk with your father about? You made it sound like you had a ton of cash saved up and ready to use.
I explained the same thing to Dad, you know. I wasn't lying when you heard me talk to him. Besides, I didn't tell you anything. You just eavesdropped and misunderstood the bits you heard. That's why you're confused right now. Don't blame others for this. It's your fault for stalking me and jumping to conclusions.
This can't be happening. Does that mean you can't pay for the wedding? We were lucky enough to secure the last available spot at a beautiful venue in June. It was going to be the perfect time for a wedding ceremony. If we cancel, it'll be snapped up right away. It's practically impossible to book another venue on such a perfect summer day. No, it's worse than that. I've already bragged to Kyle's fiancé family about how extravagant the wedding will be. They think we can afford such a luxurious venue. What am I supposed to say to them now? Oh my God, what if the engagement is called off because of this? They think I tricked them. Then Kyle's happiness will slip away. All because we couldn't come up with the money in time to save the wedding.
Well, it's your fault for counting on someone else's money. You should have saved up beforehand instead of relying on me. So don't you try to blame this on me. I haven't done anything wrong. I made my stance clear from the beginning, and you just ignored it. More importantly, I'm cutting ties with you and Kyle. I can't continue to be a part of a family that treats me this way.
How dare you, you brat! After everything we've done for you, this is how you repay us? Unbelievable. Well then, if you can't pay the $50,000 since you choose to be such a useless daughter, I can just ask your father. He'll come up with the money somehow, I know it.
No, don't bother Dad with this. He doesn't deserve to be dragged into this mess that you created.
Shut up! You're not giving us the money, so don't complain that I'm going to ask him for help. You don't get a say in this. If your father cancels his company's mutual aid savings plans, that should bring in a decent amount of money for us. We can use it to cover the wedding cost and save face. I'm such a genius. Everything can finally go smoothly now. Edward, can you cancel your mutual aid savings plan? We could really use the money that'll come from the partial refund.
What's this all of a sudden? What do you want?
Grace didn't prepare the $50,000, and she even had the nerve to leave the house. Did you hear about this yet? I can't believe this. She just doesn't listen to anything I tell her.
You're still going on about that? Don't you think you should cut her some slack? She doesn't deserve any of this.
Yeah, save the lecture. I don't have time for this. Can't we just focus on solving the problem at hand? Anyway, we're $50,000 short for Kyle's wedding. We need to come up with the money immediately. I don't have that kind of money, so I was thinking, maybe you could help us out somehow. Then I remembered, Edward, you have that mutual aid savings plan with your company, right? It could be our solution. Let's cancel it and use the refund for Kyle's wedding. It's the only way to keep everything on track. I'll plead with the venue to extend the payment deadline by a few days. So just hurry up and take care of it. We don't have a moment to lose if we want this wedding to happen.
Don't talk nonsense. You can't just go canceling things without considering the long-term consequences. That's the money I've been saving for our retirement. You can't expect me to give that up so easily. Besides, $50,000 for a wedding is way too much. It's outrageous and way over our budget. Kyle doesn't need that much of a luxurious wedding. He'll do perfectly fine with a humble ceremony. Is this dream wedding of yours necessary to go this far? Because I don't think it is.
I can't believe this. Putting yourself before your child's happiness. You should be willing to sacrifice anything for your son. I never thought you were that kind of person. It's shocking to see you prioritize money over your son. But come to think of it, you've always taken care of Grace and never paid attention to Kyle. You've already shown your true colors, haven't you? Favoring one child over the other.
Enough! I can't listen to any more of your nonsense. You're the one who made me raise the kids that way. Everything that's gone wrong is a result of your actions. Whenever I tried to take care of Kyle, you wouldn't even let me touch him. You always pushed me away. Don't tell me that I favored Grace when you've kept me away from Kyle this entire time. Remember Carol? You'd fly into a rage when I tried to offer advice on raising the kids, always shutting me down instantly. You even threw things at me in front of them. You've always acted so irrationally, even when they were watching us.
So now you're blaming me for this?
Yes, I am. It's time you faced the consequences of your actions. Let me tell you something, Carol. There's more to this story that you've hidden from me. I know everything. You thought you could keep secrets from me, but I've known about them for a long time.
What are you talking about? Edward, I've never hidden anything from you.
You can't fool me, Carol. I know who Kyle really is. There was a time when your purse fell over and a photo slipped out. That was the moment everything became clear to me. It was a picture of you with a man I didn't know. I immediately knew what was wrong, because that man in the picture looked exactly like Kyle. The resemblance was uncanny. I'm not so dense as you think I am. I immediately did a DNA test. I needed to know the truth, no matter how painful it might be. The results were clear. I'm not Kyle's biological father.
No way. You knew? All this time. And yet you never said a word about it?
Yeah. That's when I finally understood. Everything started to make sense, and I saw the situation for what it was. You didn't want me to touch Kyle because he was the child of the man you truly loved. I couldn't abandon him even after knowing the truth. And for many years, that's exactly what I did. I decided to raise Kyle as my son until he grew up, no matter what happened. That's why I kept quiet for all these years. I chose to protect Kyle and keep the family together despite everything. No matter what kind of person he's become, I took care of him until adulthood. I fulfilled my duty as his father. I may not be his biological father, but I gave him everything I could. Now it's your turn to take responsibility. You can't run from this any longer. You have to face the truth.
Responsibility? What do you mean by that?
I'm divorcing you. It's time for this to end.
What? You can't be serious. You're really going to walk away just like that? After everything we've been through? Think about it. We've been married for decades.
It doesn't matter. You've done more than enough to deserve this. No matter how much you cry or complain, there's nothing you can say that will make me forgive you. I won't ask for alimony, and you can even have the house, but don't expect any share of the assets. You lost your right to have that the moment I knew you betrayed me.
No, I'm entitled to half of it. That's what we agreed to. You can't just cut me out of your share like this.
What are you talking about? You don't deserve anything after what you've done to this family. It's been decades since you've betrayed me. The statute of limitations has passed, so I can't sue for your adultery anymore. But the fact remains that you cheated on me. It's undeniable. Kyle's blood is proof enough. He's living evidence that you deceived me from the start. You should be grateful I didn't leave you the moment I found out about the affair. I gave you more time and effort than you ever deserved.
No, this can't be happening. Edward, I only work a part-time job. How am I supposed to survive without your support? If you leave me with no savings, what am I supposed to do? I have no way to support myself on my own.
That's not my problem. You've never needed my help with parenting Kyle, right? Then you should be able to handle this on your own. Goodbye. I'll be in touch through a lawyer, so don't reach out to me directly.
Please, Edward, think this over. Don't abandon me like this. It's over, Grace. My entire life is over. Everything I've counted on is destroyed. I don't know what to do. Your father left me and you've walked out too. How am I supposed to live from now on? I'm completely alone now with no one left to support me.
That's not my concern. You've made your choices, and now you have to deal with the consequences on your own. Why don't you ask your beloved son for advice? He's always been your favorite, hasn't he?
Kyla's still going to the casino to gamble every day. He hasn't changed at all. Even with the wedding around the corner, he's still fueling his addiction. He doesn't care at all that we're short on money for the ceremony. It's like none of this even matters to him. I've been doing everything for him. I've sacrificed so much, and yet he shows no appreciation for me.
I think you're the only one here that thinks you tried your best to parent Kyle. Can't you see that you're the root of who he is today?
So I'm the one to blame for this? You don't care what happens to your poor mother?
I told you, I'm cutting ties with you. I don't care what happens to you because I don't consider you my mother anymore. You lost a title a long time ago through your own actions.
If you're leaving, at least leave the money behind. You owe me for all the years I've supported you. Cash out all that, asset management or whatever you were doing. It's the least you can do before you go. Then I'll forgive you. You just need to give me your money, and I'll be okay with all this trouble that you've caused.
Stop saying such nonsense. When will you quit manipulating me into giving in? How long do I have to keep putting up with this? I'm tired of always being the one sacrificing everything. I've always had to wear Kyle's hand-me-downs, and it made me feel like I didn't matter as much as he did. If Dad hadn't noticed, I would have been stuck in boys' clothes for the rest of my childhood. Even my pocket money and the cash gifts I got on holidays, all the money I got from our relatives and Dad was taken by you, and I was left with nothing of my own. That too was handed over to my brother, as well as every little thing I owned. I always felt like I was unwanted. It was so painful for me. Do you even understand how miserable I was? You never cared about my feelings, only about Kyle.
But Kyle is the eldest son, so it can't be helped. You're just his little sister, Grace. You have to accept that.
You really haven't changed at all. You're still the same selfish person you've always been, and it's tragic. I never had any possessions of my own. Everything I ever had was taken away from me. And this time, you assume that my money was yours too, without even considering my feelings. That's why you bragged to Kyle's fiance that we're rich, right? You used my money to paint a false picture of our family's wealth.
Huh? How did you know that?
Dad confirmed it with Kyle's fiance. The truth came out when he spoke to her. You told her that we're a wealthy family with over $100,000 in assets, that the bride would be financially secure after getting married to Kyle, which we both know is a complete lie. But that's how you lured her in. That money isn't even yours, Mom, and it's definitely not Kyle's either. You nor Kyle had no claim to it, but you used it to deceive his fiancée and her family. So, Dad made sure to correct the misunderstanding. He told him the truth about our financial situation. We're not wealthy at all. We're just a regular family with no extraordinary wealth to speak of. Most importantly, Kyle is a gambling addict with $60,000 in debt. Dad revealed everything to them.
How could you do such a thing? Do you know how serious this is? If you seriously told them everything, then the whole marriage is going to fall apart.
Yes, it will, and rightfully so. There's no way this marriage should continue under these circumstances. But it's not just that, is it? There's something more to this.
What do you mean? What else could possibly go wrong?
The other family is really angry about what happened, as they should be. They aren't going to let this slide. So they want to take legal action against you for deceiving them. They're getting a lawyer and preparing to sue for fraud.
Fraud? I never meant for this to escalate so much.
Well, it's no wonder they're upset. Their trust was completely shattered, and they have every right to be angry. Their precious daughter was almost married off to a liar. And not just any liar, for that matter, to a gambling addict drowning in debt. It's a nightmare for any parent. Even if it doesn't count as fraud, they'll probably still demand compensation.
You're kidding me, right? My life is already falling apart, and now this? If I'm divorced, I'll lose all my money. And on top of that, I'd have to pay compensation. What will I have left to live on? I'm doomed.
This is all because you lied about so many things, to our family and to Kyle's partner. It's all your fault.
I just wanted Kyle to be happy. Everything I did was for his sake, or so I thought. That's all I wanted. I never meant for things to turn out this way.
That kind of excuse won't mean anything to them. The fact that they were deceived is all that'll remain, and it's more than enough. No amount of apologies can undo this. You don't have money to hire a lawyer, so you better either comply to the charges or apologize. There's no other option left for you. Also, you need to start thinking about how you'll take care of that gambling-addicted son of yours. He's all yours.
That's impossible. I don't have enough strength to handle this alone. Don't you know, Kyle spends hundreds of dollars every day. His addiction is draining everything, and I can't keep up with it anymore. Even if I work hard, my entire month's pay is gone in no time.
But it's you who raised him like this. You're the one who enabled his behavior, and now it's come back to haunt you.
Please help me, Grace. I don't know what to do anymore, and I'm begging you to save me from this. I'll apologize for everything. And from now on, I'll love you more than ever. I'll change, I promise. Just don't leave me.
Are you serious? It's too late for that now. No amount of promises can fix what's broken between you and I. There's nothing more to say to you. I've made my decision to cut ties with you, and I'm sticking to it, no matter what you say. I don't need someone who can't even prioritize their family, just like you said. You show me exactly who you are.
No, this can't really be happening. I never thought you'd actually leave me like this.
Goodbye, for the last time. I'm walking away from you and won't look back. This is really the end. Don't contact me again. We're done, and I need to move on without you.
No, Grace, don't abandon me. I'm begging you. Don't leave me alone to face all of this by myself.
Finally, this nightmare is over. I just finished apologizing to Kyle's fiancée's family. They've decided that for now, they're planning to file a compensation claim against Carol and Kyle.
The consequences are catching up to them. I hope this will finally make them realize the severity of their actions.
Yes, their lives are in jeopardy. Whether they like it or not, they don't have any financial support. They should understand how wrong their actions are now. It's more than enough to make them suffer.
Well, they'd better. For years, they've gotten away with their behavior. I'm glad they're finally being punished.
Grace, I'm sorry again for everything. I regret the pain you've endured because of the family's mistakes and failures. If I had been more responsible, you wouldn't have had to suffer so much. I failed you, and for that I'm deeply sorry.
Don't apologize, Dad. You did the best you could under the circumstances, and I don't blame you for any of this. It's true that I wasn't loved by Mom and Kyle, and I felt the lack of their affection every single day. But you loved me enough for the both of them, right? Your love was what kept me going, even when things were hard. I can feel that love. It's always been there, and it's something I've held on to all these years.
Knowing that my love meant so much to you means the world to me.
And Dad, I think it's amazing that you stayed with Mom for all these years, even after knowing she betrayed you. I can't imagine how hard that must have been for you. You've endured so much for our family, and you've done so much as a father. I'm beyond grateful that you raised me. I wouldn't be who I am today without your guidance.
Of course, Grace. That's just what a father's responsibility is. Thank you.
And by the way, I received some dividends from my stocks recently, and it was more than I expected. So how about we treat ourselves and go on a trip together? Let's make some happy memories to replace the painful ones.
A trip with you, Grace? We've never had a chance to do that before. It sounds wonderful.
Right? Let me repay you for everything, Dad. You've done so much for me, and now it's my turn to give back.
Thank you so much, Grace. I'd love that.
After the engagement was called off and the lawsuit was filed, my mother and brother had to pay compensation. To do this, they had to sell the house and move into a shabby apartment. It was a drastic change from the life they once knew. Although my mother only had to work a part-time job in the past, she was forced to work full-time just to make ends meet. It's physically challenging for her at her age, and she's struggling to keep up with the demands of her new job. Rumor has it that she's exhausted every day. The toll it's taking on her health is visible, and it's clear she's not handling it well. Meanwhile, my brother, only after being pushed to this point, finally tried to find a job. But with no work history at his age, his lack of experience made it almost impossible to get hired. So he ended up taking day labor jobs. It was the only work he could find, and it's far from stable. The most shocking part is, as soon as he gets paid, he goes straight to the casino. His gambling addiction hasn't changed, even now. And my mother, who used to spoil him, now treats him harshly, and they fight every day. The dynamic between them has completely shifted. As for me, after returning from a trip with my father, I decided to start fresh and create a new life for us both. I bought a condominium where we can live together. It's a place where we can finally find peace and stability. I'm planning to introduce my boyfriend to my father soon, along with showing him our new home. It's an exciting new chapter in our lives.